Hi folks, welcome to my next video. So far I've been making them as adventures in the wild, but today I'll show some heritage of human creation as well. This is Petigorsk, a resort town with a rich cultural history. Some members of my family also used to live here, so I have a personal connection to it. I could have made a whole video about the town, and it still wouldn't be enough to show all its fascinating sights and sounds. The town will be featured only briefly here. This little mountain that's called Mashuk will be the main object of exploration today. While I'm getting there, you'll see that this part of the town is under renovation right now and gives the vibes of beauty and chaos in equal proportion. It has samples of architecture from three ages. Sometimes they are blended well, sometimes they are not. You must have noticed that I'm not filming myself on the walk here. Even though I like my usual format, when I walk in and out of the frame, I find it awkward doing this in such touristy places with loads of people who are accidentally interrupting with my filming plans. I hope that these shots are still able to convey the sense of continuity in the video and still make you feel like you are a real observer. I wish I could do more with my voiceover, even though I'm constantly working on my voicing skills. My voice still sounds flat and kind of boring. It might even resemble AI, but it's not. It's just me struggling with the language. All of this is 100% human-made, I assure you. I climbed up enough just in time to see the peaks of the Caucasus Range and majestic Elbrus that modestly hides behind a smaller mountain here. Half an hour later, all this disappeared in clouds and haze. This will be an example of what I told you about earlier. People are meandering here in large quantities in the search of one landmark or another, and you can't film a single scene without someone asking for help in locating it. Now I'm near the entrance into the place that gave my video its title and probably enticed you to click it. It's called Prabal, which means a collapsed place. Funnily enough, The word has an idiomatic meaning, failure. You can see that people are gathering near this statue and queuing up to take a picture. This is the character of the popular book and several movies based on it that feature Praval. I'm getting past them and going in. Into the cave leads the artificial tunnel that I kind of failed to film properly. Inside, there's a small observation platform behind bars that makes it tricky to film what's in front of them. I'll tell about the origin and history of the place later, now focusing on what's in there. The water in the lake is warm and comes from the mineral spring. In the water live some bacteria that give it this bright blue color. The water also contains hydrogen sulfide and, apparently, a measurable amount of pigeon droppings. In case you don't know what hydrogen sulfide is, it smells like rotten eggs or something else that contains a lot of protein and went off. This time of year, the water level is low and on the surface there is a layer of fallen leaves and sludge that also occurs due to bacteria. Despite all this, the church claimed this natural curiosity by consecrating it sometime in the 19th century. Since then, the citizens could say that they have River Jordan at home. Well, sort of. Although pigeons are common in towns and cities where buildings replace them rocks, it was unusual to see them here in their natural habitat. They get here through the opening in the cave. They find a mate, they make nests, and generally have a good time. Now it's pretty much all that can be seen from the inside. It's time to get out to have a look at it from the outside. After another glance around me, I'm starting to climb the mountainside. Praval is a solutional or karst cave that was formed due to the slow erosion of the limestone with mineral water and hydrogen sulfide vapors it produces. The earthquake caused the collapse of the cave's ceiling and gave it its current appearance. The funnel is 42 meters high from the water's level and the maximum depth of the lake is 8 meters. For a long time, The cave has been an object of scientific and public interest before the tunnel was dug. An entrance was constructed in mid-19th century. People used to hut themselves lower into the cave to see it or bathe in the lake in big baskets or cages from the bridge that was built for this purpose earlier but didn't last long because of the erosive vapors. The pungent odor of the gas is pretty strong both inside and outside of the cave. This might be the reason why the local inhabitants of the area back in the day thought that the cave is the lair of the fire-spitting monster and avoided it. Getting a decent footage of the funnel without a drone is not a simple task, but I did my best, always regarding my own safety. But I must admit I did some trespassing in the places where my fear of heights wasn't kicking in. The fence around the place is a joke, and you can see that many people were risking a damn death or a multiple injuries here, thus making these trails. Having climbed this high, I decided that I might as well get even higher and reach the top of the mountain. This wasn't the best place to do it, but I wasn't inclined to turn back halfway and started another difficult ascent. Well, it was mostly difficult to film and just a bit annoying in other aspects. As always, I enjoyed this now autumnal forest that rises high and helps me stay fit in addition to its aesthetics. After climbing the mountainside, I made my way to the summit via the spiral road that basically encircles it. I didn't feel much there, as the road was similar throughout, and clouds didn't leave much to see. Now the visibility in the area is much better. These are actually the mountains that were seen in my first video from afar and facing their other side. I'll visit some of them in due time. I walked back to where I was along the same spiral road, filming everything interesting and catchy. I took a longer but easier route. Why did I want to get back to the cave? I was wondering what it looks like when it's illuminated and there's less natural light. But when I passed through the tunnel again, I was a bit disappointed as the lighting was quite scarce and dim. The right side of the cave with the holy image became redder in the haunting and disturbing way, but the rest looked almost exactly like it was in the morning, and my camera was struggling to catch up with exposure once again. When I was exploring the rocks below the entrance, it suddenly occurred to me how few people are willing to go off the beaten track, and the rest are just content with the hasty and easy sightseeing. There wasn't a single person who came down here, and there were none climbing the edge of the funnel earlier this day. This made me feel like at the moment all this is here for me only. As always, the story ends in the evening. I'll try to make others, but the weather is going to get in the way more often. Thank you for stopping by. Please subscribe, like and comment. You know the YouTube's ways. Until my next upload, bye.